Which camera are we looking at? I need the red light.
That's the one that you look at. You're not on that one.
This should be the introduction. This one, I look at that one.
Yeah.
This should be in the video.
Oh.
This is how it should start. Is that like a cold open? Or is that a hot open?
I have no idea. Man, I'm grouchy today.
Tell me about it. Should I turn the air handler off?
No.
That won't interfere?
No, it doesn't at all. It used to when I used the Zoom, but it doesn't now that I'm on this guy.
So this one?
Yes, you're there. There.
I want to look at that one.
Don't do that. Get out of my way. Get out of my light.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Hi VIPs, welcome to this week's VIP show. This week we are in the studio. Raymond is here. Say hello, Raymond. Or act as though you were a hero. This week we're going to talk about everything that I have going on this week that you guys will be seeing soon. And also I'm going to talk to you about the VIP mailbag. Are you ready? And then I'll give you some time at the end if there's anything you're working on.
I better come up with something quick.
Yeah, come up with something. You have like 15 minutes.
It's like I have no value. Let's proceed.
Okay, so here is what I am working on this week. Number one, the D500 is supposed to arrive today. Yay!
Is it out for delivery?
It's out for delivery. Very exciting.
Did you make that cryptic Facebook post that I suggested?
I did. And
did people get it?
I don't know yet. Actually, it's getting, right now it's only almost noon and it's not getting posted until like 1. I scheduled it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because the first thing that I posted today was my what I'm shooting with this week video. And that is this. It was supposed to be the D500. I didn't get it in time.
That in front of the D300S.
The D300S knows that there's a big brother, cousin
D300S
coming.
is like you and me forever. Poor D300S.
We will be forever. Don't worry, you little buddy. And it's the 55-200 DX variable aperture VR lens.
Oh, that is VR.
Yeah. So this is a kit lens, or kind of an extended kit lens. Stop that. Kind of an extended kit lens. You know, a lot of times with the entry-level DSLRs, it will come with a 18-55 millimeter variable aperture lens. And then sometimes you can get kind of an expanded kit, and that will be this 55-200.
That was part of the best thing that ever came in here.
The D3100,
D3100,
right?
The cute Nikon bag, and the 2 lenses.
I actually got 2 bags that time.
You got 2 bags by accident, and the whole package was like $396 or something like that. Like when people ask, like, how do I get started? It's almost too much. It's like almost more than you need for so many different purposes. Yeah. Add a prime or 2, and the rest is ability.
Yeah. I haven't shot with this lens for a little while, and I started shooting with it yesterday on Sunday, and I'm enjoying myself with it. I kind of forgot that it's actually a pretty good lens. I mean, I want to say like, but something, but I really have not found any issues with it because I've already looked at photos that I took yesterday, and it's nice and crisp. You know, if you want to tell a photo, it's pretty good.
Put it on the V1, which has a much higher pixel density. It makes the thing into like a spotting scope because the 1 series 1-inch sensor is a 2.7x. You can put it on the V1. You can maximum zoom it, and you can pixel peep, and it comes out really well. So when you go for a lower pixel density with a higher quality sensor, it's not limiting to. Now, if there's a 200 megapixel camera that comes out in a couple of years, it's probably going to be limiting, but it does the job. You just need to keep in mind that it's 5.6, f5.6 on the long end. That's obviously the weakness. It's why it's inexpensive, and that it's plastic. But it's fun. Fun. Go to the zoo, take that. Don't take the big thing.
Yeah, it is. It's nice and lightweight. I forgot how lightweight it is. And, then also using the D300S, the whole setup is just, it's easy to put in my bag, and I don't know, I really like it. So I think I'm going to keep this lens on the D500 when it arrives for the rest of the week. I'm probably going to have to switch it up because I'm going to be testing this thing out to do reviews and such, but for just when I'm going to go out and have fun shooting, I'm definitely going to have this lens on it for a good amount of the time. So yeah,
Are we going
there's
to talk
that.
about your D500 review? I have some questions for you. Is it a good time to talk about the D500 review?
Yes, because
I don't want to interrupt your flow.
No, yeah, we're good. Let me preface the in-between stuff before the D500 review actually gets posted. The in-between stuff is going to be, you guys are going to see that soap opera that we talked about tomorrow, assuming that there's no issues and I get the camera and I'm able to assuming there's no technical difficulties.
Here, thumbnail.
Assuming there's no technical difficulties, that's what you guys will see tomorrow. And then I have another quick tip that I'm going to post, and also this weekend.
SnapChick quick say, I can't even say it once. I was going to say it 5 times fast. SnapChick quick tip.
Funny when we're sitting here, I need to look at my calendar because I feel like I lost a week. I did. So I do have to do the review this week because I was hoping to post it on Saturday of this week.
Here's the problem. Here's why you can't post it on Saturday.
Hold on.
Do you want to know why?
Hold on. I have to think for a moment.
This goes right into my topic.
You know what? Shit.
Here's why. So there's going to be a studio shoot this week because that's what you do. There's going to be like riparian preserve birds type shot because that's what you do when you're reviewing a camera that everybody thinks is for sports and nature, when really it's for anything you want to take pictures of, including sports and nature. It's not for sports and nature. It's for everyone.
That's your hot button. That's kind of funny.
Oh, that's a sports and nature camera. Oh, yeah, because in the studio it's dog shit, but it's going to be great at the riparian preserve. Like, what?
Whatever, people need to put it into boxes.
I know. Here's the problem. Every new camera that you review goes to one very special place, and that's going to be on Saturday. Yep. I said it, and I meant it. I know.
My problem.
You can have the majority of the review done, but you are not going to do the review without going to that place of places
Here's
where
what
all
I'm gonna do
cameras
then.
must be reviewed.
I'm going to post a
First impressions.
not a first impressions
Wait, we did
because
that.
I had
Oops.
that. What I
Burn
want to
that
do
hatch.
instead is have
Pre-review.
kind of a pre-review, and I
call
don't
it
know
a
what I'm
preview.
going to call it
Call
yet.
a pre-review. Working on the D500 review.
Yeah, because I really want to get. I want to get some pictures up for you guys, and I want to get my initial thoughts on it out there for you. And I think using it this week, I'm going to try to go to another place that I go every time I review almost every time I review something new, is the Arizona Science Center. And I'm going to try to make it there this week with it. That's probably one of the places that I'll be using something like the 35mm prime lens because the Science Center has great breadth.
It is
Breadth
the ISO playground.
Yeah, it is. There's lots of different types of lighting, lots of different colors. So it really helps me hone in and really focus on the technical side of the camera. There's lots of hard edges and stuff where I can really pixel peep and see what things look like and share those things with you guys. What ISO 1 million bajillion looks like, and
You know
all
what?
of that.
It looks like shit.
Well, of course it does. But but you know what? Whatever. Usually that means that the mid ISOs get better when the higher end ISO gets higher.
Here's the thing. I don't think you should produce an intermediate video before the review because the soap opera.
Let me.
I think you should reward VIPs and reward Facebook followers, but I think for YouTube, it's got to be soap opera, and then you could even say at the end, "My review is coming."
You know what? Okay, I've revised my plan. We're being so collaborative right now.
This is like 1 in a million. Usually she's throwing things at me or slapping me in the face.
That was just the one time, and it was for film. He did make me practice a few times. Anyway.
I love it. Slap me.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. You're weird. Here's what I'm going to do. One of the main reasons that I wanted to get the D500 review up on Saturday, this isn't something I would normally divulge to everybody, but this is how my planning process works. This month is Action April, and this is a very good camera for action. And I wanted to post a photo shoot where I was in action. Like, I haven't done that yet this month. I've been holding off on doing those classic action photos because I knew that the D500 was coming. And it's also the most obvious. And you guys know I don't always like to go with the most obvious. So when I say Action April, of course the most obvious is that something is going to be in fast action in the frame. And so that was my main reason. And those were going to be the anchor for the review, the anchor photos for the review. But you know what I'll do? I'll just post the photos.
I solved it. I actually solved it. And it will involve a video. Members log in, see the behind the scenes, see one component of how we put a review together, which is important, and how we do scientific, non-scientific. We don't shoot test targets, but we use a controlled environment, especially the studio. And then, so that gets you material on Friday for everybody to keep your flow of your Fridays going. On Friday, studio shoot up for everybody.
All right.
The review is going to have to come on Sunday or Monday because we have to go to that special place. We haven't even said what the place is. We might even be talking about 2 different things. You guys know
what the place is.
How about we each write down what the place is and then look at each... No, I'm being silly.
I wanted to play the game.
What's the place? I'm concerned I might have the wrong place now. What's your place?
El Cañón Grande.
Yes, okay, Grand Canyon. Okay. I thought we lost the cohesion today. I was worried. You were going to say, like, the Children's Museum, and I was going to be like, okay, freak.
You know what? The Children's Museum is fun.
Okay. So to get people ready for the review and to let people know the status of the review, we basically give them the studio part of the review on Friday.
No. Because Sunday is May 1st. I'm looking at my calendar right now. Sunday is May 1st. Saturday is the last day in April, and goddamn, I am getting my Action April photos up.
You have to know the rules so you can break them. You can post the Action April photos on May 1st. We lost our cohesion.
We'll arm wrestle later. All right, let's move on. I'll figure it out.
I don't want to.
I'll figure it out. So what...
VIP show Monday. Member shoot on Friday. Thumbnail?
Okay. What else were you talking about with the review?
Studio.
Mm-hmm. Your vision.
Nature. Birds.
Yeah.
Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
Grandissimo. Mm-hmm. What are the other legs to the review stool?
Action.
They're all people action. Implicitly have action because it's Action April, even on May 1st. Is May 1st first Sunday? Is that a Sunday?
Yeah, it is. First Sunday this weekend.
We'll shoot. Can't shoot with the D500 on first Sunday. It's the latest and greatest.
I know. Well, you know what? I mean, we can do whatever we want. It's just...
Do we have to reset the cameras?
No. We have like 3 minutes left. That's a wealth of time. Okay, so what else What were you thinking? Anything else for the review?
I'm taking over the D500 review. This is unacceptable.
Okay. What else I'm working on, which I think I've mentioned to you guys, is looking at the menus, the body tour, all of those videos. I'm working on those kind of behind the scenes because those are important videos, I think, for me to put up for kind of the library, because a lot of people have questions about menus and such. So, okay. You playing with the uh-oh.
Shielding his ears.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to make some difficult decisions about what's going to stay, what's going to go, because I just don't need that many bodies.
It's getting actually a little bit ridiculous.
I like to have backups. I like to have backups for my backups. At this point, I have backups for my backups for my backups.
The last time we shot an event together, I had 5 cameras in like a cooler. No, they were next to a cooler. They weren't in a cooler.
Okay.
It was great because I'm like, the 35 millimeter was good. Now let me grab the 50 millimeter. And I just pulled another camera body out that had the 50 millimeter already on it.
It's true.
I'm like, why zoom out when I could just pull out another camera body that's already zoomed out? People were watching me. I'm like...
All right, moving on to the VIP mailbag, which really isn't moving on at all because it still has to do with the D500. People have been sending in their D500 photos, and I am dying. I was so excited that I was going to be getting it late last week. I truly expected to receive it. And then I didn't, and I didn't, and I didn't. And then it was like, oh, you'll get it on Tuesday. I was able to change the shipping so it gets here today, hopefully. But hopefully, I say hopefully because I don't bet on anything. And so I haven't really wanted to look at everybody's pictures from the D500. It's been a little painful.
If I can't have it, I don't look at your pictures.
That's not entirely true.
She said those exact words.
But every time I see the subject line, I'm like, oh, grumble, grumble, grumble. How come I don't have mine yet? It's because I waited like a day before I pre-ordered it. This thing is super popular. I had somebody message me and say that they were number 14 on the list, and the camera shop had only gotten in 11. So they had to wait for the whole next camera shop's shipment to get theirs, which is just so sad, especially when you know the number and they just needed 3 more cameras and I would have gotten it or something like that. So that's pretty much all I have this week. What are you working on?
The D500 review.
Really?
I have some words for that D500 when he arrives.
Yes, I heard. I'll be pulling out the green screen as soon as we're done
we can find that
filming this, and I will be filming a portion of this on green screen, which you guys already know about because you saw it.
It has a green label.
Yep, that's it. Actually, I like to use the blue.
Blue works out nice.
Yeah. Blue works out a little bit better for me for some reason. Maybe it's because the blue works out better with a person in front of it, because the blue reflection is a lot more attractive than the green reflection.
I think it blends in more to the background. You have to be more mindful of if you have anything blue, but...
Yeah. Yikes! Not the iMac!
You don't like the iMac. There, look. I'm in front of the Death Star.
I'm not doing that.
I didn't think that you were.
Okay. That pop-up green screen, by the way, green/blue, it's green on one side, blue on the other, is quite handy.
Pop-up chroma backdrop.
Yeah, pop-up chroma backdrop.
Say that 5 times.
I think
it's pop-up chroma backdrop.
It's Savage brand, right?
Probably.
Yeah, and I got it in a kit with a light stand, And the backdrop has like loop things, and you can just kind of hang it over the light stand, the top of the light stand. It's pretty handy. Although a lot of times you're going to want 2 light stands to help hold it up steady. But anyway, that's beside the point. The only other thing I have exciting or different going on this week is that I have to get my windshield repaired again because a rock hit my windshield again. I do a lot of driving. I do a lot of driving on the freeway or on the highway, and it's real rocky here in the desert. And this vehicle I think I've had 2 full windshield replacements.
Yeah,
so I'm on my third windshield. And I've also had it repaired once before as well. And now I'm getting 1 and maybe 2 cracks filled. It's horrible. I've had such bad luck. Which is funny because I have only ever had 1 crack in any of my other windshields in any of my other vehicles. And this one's like every other week I feel like I'm getting hit by a rock and going, okay, that's all. That's all for me. Is that all for you? All right. It was nice chatting with you VIPs. I'll be talking with you later this week, and we'll talk to you next week in the VIP show as well.